Don't get too attached to your PlayStation 4 because one day very soon the PS5 is going to come a-knocking, ready to boot your old console up to the attic faster than you can say backwards compatibility. With Sony finally confirming that the PS5 is in the works, we thought now would be as good a time as any to take a look at the potential launch titles that could really take the PlayStation 5 to a whole new level. You'll notice the games on our list are all sequels to some of the greatest PS4 games you can get right now, because frankly, if you think you're seeing a sequel to any of these games on PS4, you are dreaming. Horizon Zero Dawn 2. 2017's Horizon Zero Dawn was an absolutely stunning open world adventure, one that built a rich, well realised post-apocalyptic land that's just begging to be explored a second time round. After all, the Frozen Wilds DLC expansion proved that there are still new lands to explore and tribes to meet, and a PS5 sequel could really push the boundaries in terms of visuals. If you thought Horizon Zero Dawn looked good on a PS4, just imagine how a sequel would look on a next-gen console. If the PS5 really isn't due till around 2020, that gives Guerrilla Games plenty of time to put together something really special, a hotly anticipated sequel and next-gen launch game all in one lovely package. Uncharted 5. Okay, so Nathan Drake's story ended in Uncharted 4 and I wouldn't have it any other way. But, and hear me out on this, what if the next Uncharted didn't follow Nathan at all? If Uncharted The Lost Legacy proved anything, it's that you can still make a damn good Uncharted game without Nathan Drake anywhere in sight. Don't get me wrong, I think Nolan North's Drake is one of the best characters in modern video games and he would be sorely missed, but the Uncharted universe is full of potential and interesting characters that could easily carry their own stories. Personally, I'd love to see an Uncharted launch on PS5 that's all about Sully being a smooth talking crook in the early days of his career. If you're not intrigued by that concept, you are lying to yourself. God of War 2. God of War 2, also known as God of War 5 or The Adventures of Dad and Boy Part 2, will almost certainly be a game for the PlayStation 5. The question is, will it be ready in time to launch for the next gen console? We have no idea if Cory Barlog and his team have even started work on the sequel to the acclaimed God of War reboot yet, but if they have, there's a strong chance it could be ready in time for a 2020 PS5 launch. Just think about how great that would be. God of War was one of the best-selling PlayStation exclusives of all time and a damn good game to boot, not to mention one that ended on one hell of a cliffhanger. Launching the PS5 alongside a sequel to a game like that is essentially a license for Sony to print money and could get the company off to a strong start in the next console race. Bloodborne 2. The best game From Software ever made was Bloodborne, and that is something I can prove with facts and statistics. Bloodborne was a more aggressive, more frightening and far more interesting take on the Dark Souls formula, offering a blend of gothic survival horror and intensely challenging boss battles. It is frankly a crime that we haven't seen a sequel to Bloodborne yet. From Software are currently hard at work on the excellent Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. After that, however, perhaps they could look into working with Sony again to launch the PlayStation 5 with a game so insanely hard it'll make most people punch a hole through their shiny new console in less than 24 hours. Bloodborne 2 might end up being a niche launch title for the PS5, but it's one the world needs. And by world, I mean me. SpiderMan II. A sequel to Insomniac's Spider-Man is by far the least likely game to launch with the PlayStation 5, but it's also the one I want to see the most, probably because I only recently finished the PS4 one and I'm already greedy for more. We will of course 100% be getting a Spider-Man follow-up on the next generation of PlayStation consoles though, and we can certainly dream about the idea of it arriving as a launch title. If Spider-Man was technically impressive on a PS4, think about what swinging through an open world New York would feel like on a PS5. Throw in big name villains like Venom and the Green Goblin and you've got a launch title that is guaranteed to shift consoles. Of course, given Spider-Man only very recently came to the PS4, I can't imagine Insomniac are going to have a sequel ready for the first few years of the PlayStation 5, let alone its launch. As with all potential sequels on this list though, it'll be worth the wait. If the PS4 can be known for anything, it'll be the incredible exclusives it managed to consistently release, and I sincerely hope the PS5 can maintain that trend. What do you think of our picks? Let us know in the comments and be sure to subscribe to UNILAD Gaming on YouTube for more great gaming videos, news and reviews.